XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Kicking off another college football season. It's SEC Media Days. Presented by Window World of Northeast Florida and Kanaya Water Jacksonville on 1010XL.
All right, it's XLP Live here in Dallas, Texas at the SEC Media Days. Josie and Leon Searcy back at the mothership there in Jacksonville. Matt Hayes, Frank Franchi here in Dallas. We've got the Arkansas head coach, Sam Pittman, coming up within a minute, seconds.
See him down the hall.
He's walking this way. It's an interesting situation, I think, right now for Sam Pittman, Frank. He's a guy that has done wonderful things there at Arkansas, and he got in a tough situation. Won some big games. The fans love him. He's a guy that loves Arkansas. That's his job. That's his dream job. He doesn't want any other gig. And they struggled. They struggled mightily last year. And now they're in a situation where he's in a one-year prove-it season, and he hired Bobby Petrino, who it's crazy how things just
it really is
come around in this league. When Bobby Petrino had Arkansas at its highest point there back in the 2000s, and now it's and he ran the program. Literally ran his career into a ditch on his motorcycle, got fired. Now he's back as the OC. And he's basically the hope for Sam Pittman right now.
Yeah, he really is. And listen, and I've always said this, we all have, college football needs the Sam Pittmans of the world.
Yeah.
College football's better when it's in it. And look, it's about winning, and did you win enough, and are your donors happy, and you're ultimately going to make $70, $80 million a year for your school. That's the new deal. I get all that. And winning, and if you don't win, you're not going to be there. I get that. But college football needs people like Sam Pittman who really do care about kids and don't take themselves too seriously. The key to any job, Matt, is to take your job very seriously but not take yourself too seriously.
Right.
And he is the quintessential example of that. So I hope Sam makes it. I really do. As hard as it was for me as a Florida guy to see Florida miss that field goal and lose that game last year, I hated it. It broke all of our hearts if you're a Gator fan. But if there's a silver lining, if it extended the stay for a good guy like Sam Pittman, that's a good thing. And believe me, don't get me wrong, I wish he'd have made the field goal. We all do.
Right.
But I really like Sam, and I hope he's a good man, and hopefully he'll be back here in a second.
Yeah, and Sam has come on XLP numerous times. Joe and I and Leon, we talk about this all the time. That's you've got an offensive. And Joe, if you're there, you can chime in as well while we're waiting for Sam to walk down here. When you've got like an old school offensive line coach, and Leon, you know this, a guy that has busted his tail for decades, finally gets his shot. You want to see good things for him, right?
Well, I agree. And the thing I worry about, Matt, is that as much as I love him and we love him and all this kind of stuff, and yes, sir, is that there were defections from players on that team, and I worry about that. Like, I don't
2
know.
years in a row.
I don't know. Yeah,
2 years in a row.
I don't know what that's a byproduct of. I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, not the least of which, Joe, is his quarterback. KJ Jefferson's now going to be the UCF quarterback.
Yeah.
He after Sam Stem stood by him for a long time now. He loved him, he defended him, and all of a sudden KJ's going to be in Orlando playing for UCF, and that had to be jarring to a point, didn't it, Matt?
Yeah, and Chris Paul Jr. is great linebackers now at LSU. And Joe, you asked why. I think it's a couple things. I think it's winning, believe it or not, but I think at the forefront, as we all know this, it's money too. Mm-hmm. And LSU has more money than Arkansas. And believe it or not, I bet UCF is pretty close with Arkansas as far as NIL money. So, I mean, it's the commitment. It's how much money you can spend. It's are you winning games. It's do you feel like if you have one more season left in college football, which Chris Paul does, which clearly KJ Jefferson does, do you want to be on a team that is struggling that may not get to where you think it should be, or do you want to try something new? And I think that's what a lot of those guys are doing. It's been the last 2 years, really, Joe.
Yeah, and here's the other thing, and I'll look at Leon and ask this question, is that how crazy has it gone in the last couple of years? Arkansas, not that long ago, picked off the Texas Longhorns. Moved up in the rankings in a big way. And
beat them up, Joe.
Yeah, beat them, mauled them, okay?
Yeah.
And they said on their house or on their field, they took care of business. Bottom line is they beat Texas, and things were going great for Sammy Pittman. and then everything fell completely 180 degrees in the other direction. Texas ends up in the playoffs, and Sammy's fighting for his job.
Yeah, I mean, that's college football. I mean, one year you're up, 1 year you're down. The teams that stay consistent are the ones that play every year. Alabama, the Georgias of the world. So, I mean, you're in the Sam Pitcher situation. You were top of the world, and somehow you've had that feeling. Those kids had that feeling. So what now do? You want to transcend your football team to get them back to where you used to be.
So I'll tell you guys this. The Arkansas situation, it's not unlike what Brett Bielema was at with Arkansas before he got fired. They can't win those one-possession games. I think in the last 2 years, he's lost like 13 one-possession games. And it's crazy. Like their games get down to the fourth quarter, and they're losing those games. And that, of course, is a key between. And Leon can tell you this. That's how you're either an average team or if you're a good to great team. And it was a problem with Brett Bielema when he was there, and it's a problem now with Sam Pittman. And I think the fan base is getting like these bad vibes of, well, it got really bad with Bielema because their last season didn't win a single SEC game.
Yeah, and Joe made a good point too. You can't lose key guys. I think that's a real point. And Joe, you hit it. When you have that win over Texas, that's got to be your turning point. Every program that rises has a turning point, but you got to build on the turning point. To Joe's point, Matt, you got to build. When you have that turning point, you got that
recruiting, everything.
It's got to move forward from that point. You can't be up a little, back a little, and they haven't been able to do that.
All right, it looks like Sammy Pittman's been stopped. By,
all right, so
the SEC Network.
Let's use this as a perfect time. RJ, will you please cue this song, okay? Because it is Throwback Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and some stuff went down in Duval this morning, and Jaguars today was on location. They had people lined up by the hundreds to get into the fan store right there at the Mecca as they get ready for
all right, hang on, Jojo. He's coming right now. He's coming right now. He should be here in about 20.
But you're right, though, Joe. It's a big day in Duval. I love the throwback.
How about the actor, Leon?
Leon, you were fantastic in that thing, by the way.
I appreciate it. You know, this is called versatility. You know,
no question. He was a star. He was a star of the video.
You know what I felt like, though? You ever seen the movie Gremlins? I felt like the Chinese guy in Gremlins.
He was the star of the movie. So let's say hello to Sam, guys. We'll catch up with you guys in just a second.
We are going to hit that, sir. There's no doubt about that.
We're going to put you right over here, Sam. Sam's going to stop by, kind enough to stop by here as we go live. Frank Frangie and Matt. Hello, Sam. How are you? Good. We're going to put you right here if you don't mind. We'll have you out here and have you grab a headset. And we sure appreciate the fact that you're always kind enough to stop by. So you put that bad boy on, and we are live as we go here. How you doing? How are you?
I'm doing good, man.
You having fun?
Having a good time.
You always have fun, don't you?
He's our friend of the show, a friend of XL Primetime.
That's right, baby.
All right, so it's Dallas. This is kind of your neck of the woods, right?
Yeah.
Dallas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, kind of.
Yeah, I'm familiar with this area, and I always liked Dallas.
Yeah.
I thought it was a neat town. The outskirts, the suburbs.
Right.
I always thought it was kind of cool. The eating places and all that. I've always liked Dallas.
Yep.
Sam, tell me a little bit about your pro. You are. We had this conversation with you last year. You're one of the most well-liked guys by your fan base, by everybody, but you come across tough times. We all do. How do you feel about where your program is, your reign there, your players? Tell us a little bit about big picture from your standpoint.
Yeah, we have to get it back. We were 4-20 when I took over. We go 9-4 in 2 years. We can turn 4-8 around as well. We got to win close games. We lost 5 games by a touchdown or less. Year before was that way a little bit. So we're going back to say, do we need to be more aggressive when we tied up at the end of the game defensively? Do we need to be more aggressive offensively? Do we need better players at this position? Do we need better play calls? Because you just got to win the close game, and that's going to be year in and year out. And we didn't do that last year, and we went on a 5 or 6 game losing streak, and then ended up, going and went in at Florida, and I thought, well, okay, we got it turned around again, and then we laid an egg coming back home against Auburn. So, and they played well. So I just really like the camaraderie of this team, the closeness, and I know it's talking season, but I think y'all know I mean what I say. I just really like this team. I like it because of Taylor Green and Carmona and Blackstock and the guys that we have on the team that can lead the team when the coaches aren't there. And at times this summer, they've done a nice job. So I think it's all just about – here's what I think, too. I think the playoff gives you more hope, too. You know, in other words, you lose a game or two or whatever, and you know, in the past it's been where – oh, well, we're out of the playoffs, we're out of this, we're out of that.
Yeah, and it rolls, yeah.
You're not that way anymore.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to give new life to a lot of people.
So those one-possession games, Sam, that is truly the difference between 5-7 or 9-3.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's you guys are that close right now. Would you agree with that?
Well, it happened.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're 31-31 at LSU, and they drive right down to kick a field goal with no time left. You're 3 down with the ball at Alabama, and we got to play. The guy falls down, and we lose by 3. We're ahead in the 4th against Ole Miss, at Ole Miss.
Golly, I hate even reliving this. Keep going.
So my point being is as far as 4-8, because the bottom line is 4-8.
Yeah.
As far as 4-8 is away, because it's a hell of a long way from 9-3.
Right.
It just is. Long way. If you take each individual game out of there, it's feasible that's where you could be. So are we closer? We're a hell of a lot closer to 8 and 9 than we are to 4, in my opinion. But you can't lose 5 of them that way, and hell, win 3 of them. You go 7-5, and no, nobody's happy with that, but they're a hell of a lot happier than 4-8,
right?
Including me. And so, but I really like this team. I think we've solidified some of our problem areas. Maybe I think Bobby coming in is going to be big for us offensively, and along with Eric and Colby and so I think we're going to be pretty good, and Ronnie, and so I think we're going to be pretty good offensively, and I know we'll be a lot better defensively. So
Sam, tell us about Taylon Green. We saw the spring game. He's pretty now. Tell us some things we don't know about him. You got to be excited about him.
Gosh, you know, the thing I'm most excited about him is he can throw the football. You know, you saw the spring game, and I mean, the guy's accurate, and you understand Bobby's done a great job with. They both have, but Bobby's done a good job with him. And you haven't seen him run. He ran 22.5 against UNLV last year with pads on in the bowl game. That's
pretty good.
Yeah, it is flying.
And he's put on 13 quality pounds. So there's no telling what he can do. Now, if the offensive line is elevated like I think they are, then we could be. We got Jaquinda Jackson, and we're Rodney Hill, and
you got some dudes, skill players. Yeah.
So we went out and got some players, and they seem to have really gelled together. I'll tell you what, guys. Yesterday, I was in the weight room. They were squatting. We had a DJ in there. We had, and them guys were. And they love each other. They like each other.
Yeah.
That's good, too.
I mean, it's crazy. You could see it in the spring. I think Green has a lot to do with that. I mean, he's special, man. He's a special kid.
Interesting. All right, so your first few years you had Barry Odom with you. You and Barry were simpatico, best buds.
Yeah, love him.
He helped you a lot.
He did.
Can Bobby be that type of guy this year?
Yeah, that was one of the many reasons to hire Bobby. But, he had what Barry had. He had that SEC coaching experience because it's different. And he had it at Arkansas, which now donors, guys can help you in the NIL. There's a lot of other things that Bobby can do. And then I can sit down, and I'm sure he'll tell you if you ask him that he may or may not want to come in my office as much as I call him in there. But I like him. I love the man. I think he's a good man. I like him. I like to sit down in front of him, talk to him, and then sometimes I'll apologize, say, sorry, bro, just wasted 20 minutes of your life.
So he's not going walks on you like Barry. With Barry, you and Barry used to take those long walks.
Barry
He's not
would
doing
walk, and we'd have that going. but I can't right now. I got a bad ankle, bad hip. I got to get right. I'm about to get it right. But that's Bobby and I. First thing in the morning, he's our first guy there all the time.
Nice.
And I called him in and want to visit with him a little bit.
Sam, tell us about obviously you've had a bird's eye view of Texas and Oklahoma. To a lot of the teams that are further east than you, they haven't. How do you feel about the new league, them being in it, where we're going in college football?
I like it. And if it took that to separate the West and the East and put us all together, then I'm all for it. Because, we're sitting here, guys, and I'm in 5. And if I get to 7, when we get to 7, that'll be the first year we play Kentucky or Vanderbilt. 7 years as a head coach.
Wow.
Well, you can't be in the same damn league and not play a team for 7 freaking years.
Yeah.
Great point.
I mean, that's silly.
Yeah.
So now this year we get to play Tennessee. And I'm not saying that we're just all can't wait to play Tennessee. I'm saying we played Tennessee one time and since I've been, in 4 years. It's time to play Tennessee again. And I coached there. I got a love for Tennessee. But I think the new format, I think it's going to be great for the fans. Because you're going to have every team in the league in your stadium over a 4-year period.
Right.
And our kids are going to get to go there. And I just think if it took OU and Texas to get it split up again, I think it was worth it.
Good. The playoff, you mentioned this earlier, and I've been saying this all along. A lot of people who are critics of the playoff will say, the expanded playoff, will say, college football used to be, every game matters. Now it's, Sam, you start late October, every game is going to be huge. You're going to have playoff games the whole last month of the season.
It's going to be incredible.
Right?
I mean, look at the NFL. It's working for them, ain't it?
A little bit, yeah.
And what they do, they expanded it, right?
Yeah.
They expanded into wild card teams, and what was it before? Division champs, and then you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And for us, you're exactly right. You ain't gonna wait till the playoffs to hit a playoff game.
Right.
That's just what it is, and that's our league. And so I think it's gonna be wonderful because you're gonna have significance. I mean, you're going to have. Imagine how many 15th rated versus 13th rated teams that you're going to have in October and November. You got number 6 versus number 11. Mm-hmm. It's a big game.
Yeah.
You ain't in this league. You ain't got to get to the playoffs to have a playoff game.
Right.
And you just said it. It's true.
Sam, final thing or two from us. In this hard world where it's so hard to keep winning, even when you came across tough times, you don't change. And I'm saying, I said it before you walked up here, so I'm not saying just because you're sitting here. You don't change. How hard is it to deal with that part of it for you?
I think twofold. Number one, we've had success, as y'all know. So we can do it, and we have done it. Okay, there's number one. Number two, I think if you're an egotistical person and you think about me. Well, if I think about me, I should be grateful and thankful for all the things the good Lord's given to me. You know what I mean? So here's what I'm going to tell you. It's never one time been about me. Never. I mean that.
I know you do.
It's been about the players, the state, and the staff. In that order. And so I'm not concerned about, I've had success. I'm not concerned, he was a failure. Hell no, I ain't no failure. And so I'm not worried about that. And I'm not going to do something different because I'm worried about a job. I'm not worried about my job. I'm worried about they're going to give me an extension. I'm not worried about that. We've got a good staff, a good team, but it's easy when you don't when you're not a me guy. It's easy not to worry about that kind. worrying ain't going to do no good about it. Like that guy today was asking me about the hot seat. Hell, I beat him to it. I said, hell yeah, I'm hot. You know?
But, I mean, and this last thing real quick, and I think a lot of people need to understand this. What you're saying is true. It's also about your relationship with the players. That's way more important than job, right?
Way more important. The players, the state, the people that were crying when we beat Ole Miss because it was the first SEC game in the stadium, and the people were crying when we beat Mississippi State. My second game as a head coach because they hadn't seen one in 24 games. It's about them. It's the ones that go to church with their chest stuck out, you know. That's what you want. That's why you're doing it. Why else you going to do it? You know, that's why you're doing it. So I want more of that, and I want the state to feel good about the team, and that's it. That's the end of it. And if they don't and somebody wants to get rid of me, well, they just get rid of me. But that ain't going to happen. We got too good a football team.
College football needs Sam Pittman. I said it before you walked up here. Good luck this year, man. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you,
Sam.
Appreciate you.
Sam Pittman, the terrific football coach at Arkansas.
All right, it's XLP. We're going to go to break. We'll come back live from Dallas in the SEC Media Days.
The First Coast Honda Dealer Studios on 1010XL.
What are you doing here?
It's good to see you too.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. You are
1010XL.
Hey folks, it's Jennifer Marion. Randy Marion Cadillac is the pinnacle of luxury in the First Coast area.
And guess what? We've got the all-new Cadillac Lyriq with $16,000 off MSRP.
That's right. You pick the color and drive away today in ultimate style.
Experience the future of driving with the Cadillac Lyriq. Electric, elegant, and exhilarating.
Visit us online at RandyMarionCadillacofJacksonville.com or come see us on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
Don't miss out on this unbeatable deal. Plus tax tag title $8.99 admin fee and resistor.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Save money while beautifying your home with Renewal by Andersen with their energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Their exclusive Fibrex product is chic, tough, easy to maintain, and twice as strong as vinyl. Right now, buy 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free, plus 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. Restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting. It's kind of like his own private locker, and you're his guest.
every time we talk, I'm reinvigorated by my love of the game.
Hayes Carline here. Find my blog at 1010XL.com.
Hayes Blog is brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing, where quality and experience count.
The hottest trend in casual dining has expanded in Jacksonville with its 5th location off 103rd. The Flame Broiler serves up protein-packed rice bowls. It's fast, healthy, and affordable. Order online at flamebroilerusa.com or visit any of our 5 locations. Flame Broiler, simply healthy.
Your cooling system isn't working. Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion. Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merritt team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merritt price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merritt team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help. and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
It's storm season, and JEA is committed to keeping you informed. In the event of a storm, we'll text and email you about the status of your services. We use Facebook and Twitter to post real-time updates. Our live outage map on JEA.com lets you track restoration progress. And as crews work to restore services, our storm outreach team will be in local neighborhoods to answer your questions. Because as your community utility, JEA is here to keep you safe and connected. Your community, your utility.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water throughout your home, call your local water boy. We install equipment to solve any water problem. WaterBoyJAX.com.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, in talking about the quality of cut of a diamond, is there a particular diamond cutter that's known as the best?
Frank, the answer is yes, and that would be Hearts on Fire, who have the world's most perfectly cut diamond, and we have them now at Underwoods. When anybody comes in and looks at one of these diamonds, the first thing they say is, wow! That's because these diamonds are cut from absolute maximum beauty and are really worth seeing, so you have an idea of how good a diamond can really look. They have perfect polish, perfect symmetry, and perfect proportions, and are backed up with an American Gem Society diamond quality document. Now, not every diamond could be a Hearts on Fire diamond because only certain rough diamonds in the hands of the most skilled cutters working in state-of-the-art cutting facilities can cut these. In fact, only 200 diamond cutters out of the 1 million people employed in the diamond cutting trade are skilled enough to cut Hearts on Fire diamonds.
See Hearts on Fire now at Underwoods, San Marco, Avondale, the shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free from credit cards, car loans, and personal loans. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value's way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards. Get some money for a home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips, and approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508, or go to loanpronto.com. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. The official kickoff of college football season. SEC Media Days. Presented by Underwood Jewelers and Southern Steer Butcher on 1010XL.
Excuse me, sir. Are we looking for some vintage gear?
Look around. You're in a business store, aren't you?
Nah. What we looking for ain't on the rack.
Oh, it's you guys. I think I got what you're looking for.
Think he has it?
And I hope so. People been begging for these things.
Oh, these babies haven't seen the light of day in years.
I'm telling you, I got chills.
That's Oscar worthy, baby.
Oh, all right. I'm just going to do my Modelo Yellow off of that. That one got me fired up. Round of applause for Leon Searcy, Andre Sisco, Tyson Campbell. All of Duval was so stoked when they saw the video. And look, I'm at the golf club of Southampton last night, and I'm talking to all the guys that come out on a weekly basis, or new guys that came out anyway. They're all jacked up, and they couldn't wait. They just wanted to talk about the throwback jerseys. And Matt, just sit back and listen. I'm going to sit back and listen. Leon, how did the whole thing come together?
Well,
what an awesome video.
Yeah, I mean, I had a great time doing it, man. Listen to two great kids, Cisco and Tyson Campbell. I call them kids because I got a son that's older than both of them. All right. But no, it was a great thing. We went to the store on the beach, and they hooked it up, and it made it look real smoky and spooky and all that other kind of stuff because, initially it was an older vintage store. That was the idea behind it, that I had this box in the back that hadn't been used in so long, and I was giving it to them and all that. But it was cool, man. I had a great time doing it. I'm glad everybody enjoyed it.
Matt.
Let me ask you something, Leon. How come we stopped it before you know what came on and started playing?
Oh, were you talking about this right here? You talking about this right here?
72, gotta get him, dog. Gotta get him, dog. A big search. Off the chain. Super Bowl thirsty, you know what I'm saying? You want to shake me? I rip aside, I play it, don't make me. You can't ride out line. I eat them. You know what, Matt?
Bro, you got to stop. You know what? You have to stop, shying away from that because number one, it's fantastic. And number two, you know what? You all did. It wasn't just you. Everybody did it.
Yeah. Hey, we did. Everybody did. No, I'm not shying away from it. By the way, when I did that video, I did that in one take, bro. I knew the rap lyrics from front to start. All right, so that was the most impressive thing about it. I knew it.
It was
solid, absolutely.
But Matty, this is what I was trying to figure out. I'm like, he channeled some like Don Corleone. He channeled some James Earl Jones. He channeled. You mentioned Gremlins earlier.
Yeah.
You pulled. That was an acting masterpiece.
Yes. No, bro, you got to get like an agent, man.
No.
Like I actually think you can act.
Stop.
No, I'm dead serious.
Right,
not only that. Here's what else I love. You're holding up the old school TU. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Love that.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
Really
the funny,
cool.
Listen, man, the funny thing about that, when I did the shoot or whatever, they told me to bring back our old jersey, right? So I had a throwback jersey that I wore in 1996. I had a whole old game playing jersey.
Right.
And I'm seeing Tyson Campbell over there, and I said, you know what, Tyson? I said, you know what? This jersey might be as old as you. I said, when were you born? And he said, 2000, bro. I said, what?
Wow.
He was born in 2000. Can you believe that?
Wow.
That just flipped me out. I had a 1996 jersey on the desk, and he was born in 2000.
You just suddenly cratered into a deep round of depression, didn't you?
I did, bro. I did. I really did.
And so, there's been several that have chimed in on the text line. You guys can go to...
That cut you to the white meat.
It did, to the white meat, bro.
You can go to YouTube, and you can stream us there. And if you want to check it out, definitely give us some thoughts on the Searcy performance. That video was elite. Big Searcy, loved the cameo in the throwback video. Another guy met you earlier today, was all fired up that it made his day on Throwback Thursday. So we're going to take this opportunity and create our own Throwback Thursday, since that's what it was. And so weekly we'll have some fun with that as our season goes along. And we got a little throwback starter next week that we will get into. But Matt, real quick before, when he held up that old school TU, how many guys were working at the old school TU back then when you think about that?
I mean, our sports department, we probably had 15 guys, easy.
And it was.
I mean, think about it. That staff had me, Ozier, Prisco, Gene Fournette. Back then, Tim McDonald.
Yeah.
Duraco.
And Duraco was there. That's what I was trying to remember.
We had a hell of a staff, man.
Yeah. Because I was trying to remember if it was pre-D-Rock or I know it was pre-Hayes, but so D-Rock was.
And then so Bianchi.
Yeah.
Bianchi was. I think it was Bianchi in. No, Tim McDonald was. I think Bianchi came later, after they got it. No, when you guys were in the playoffs, Leon, Bianchi was there.
Yeah,
but when the team was first born, it was Tim McDonald. So, but think about it though. So Bianchi went to Orlando. Prisco went to CBS. I went to Sporting News. John went to the Colts. Duraco got to ESPN. Yeah. That was a hell of a staff, man.
Something else.
A hell of a staff.
It really is. All right, so you guys, if you did purchase a jersey today or you did put one in on order, let us know. 641-1010, you can hit the text line. Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. We'll have some fun with that. Let's get back to the Sammy Pittman discussion, and really, for that matter, the teams that need to turn a corner. I've got one question I'll pose to you guys coming up here in just a second. We're talking about losers, and I have this old saying, without losers, there are no winners. But these teams are tired of losing. So who's going to turn it around and go from losers to winners? We'll ask that question as far as the SEC is concerned coming up on XL Primetime.
Buckle up. You're in the First Coast Honda Dealer Studios with XL Primetime on 1010XL. Find your new Honda at your 8 local Honda dealers.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Jags. Subscribe to the 1010XL Jaguars YouTube channel. One-on-one interviews with players, practice footage, podcasts, and more. If you're looking for the best Big Cat coverage around, look no further. 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
This Open Championship update on 1010XL is brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 152nd British Open Championship, sponsored by Prevagen. Familiarity breeds success at the Open Championship. There are 17 players in red figures in the first round today at Troon, 7 of them major champions. 2019 champion golfer Shane Lowry leads at -4. Two-time PGA winner Justin Thomas shot 68 in the morning wave, as did Justin Rose, 69, 2013 U.S. Open winner. The reigning PGA champion Xander Schauffele is -2. Adam Scott at 1 under. Matt Fitzpatrick at 1 under after a birdie at 13. 5-time major winner Brooks Koepka is -1 through 16. Jordan Spieth and Scottie Scheffler knocking on the door to red numbers. They're both even par. The scoring average has dropped in the afternoon, now playing only 3.5 shots over par. With this report on the British Open, I'm Whit Watson, Westwood One Sports.
Barbara is a real Prevagen user, and this is her story.
I'm Barbara, and I'm from St. Joseph, Michigan. I'm a retired school librarian. I'm also a library board trustee, a mother of 2, and a grandmother of 2. I like to be healthy. I exercise a lot. I eat in a very healthy manner. I was working full-time, taking care of an ailing husband full-time. In short, I had an awful lot on my plate. Basically, I thought that my memory wasn't as good as it had been. I needed all the help I could get. I saw the commercials for Prevagen. I started taking it, and it helped. I noticed my memory was better. There was definite improvement. I take a supplement for my heart. Why not one for my brain? I've been taking Prevagen for a little over 5 years.
Prevagen is available in stores everywhere without a prescription. Based on a clinical study of subgroups of individuals who are cognitively normal or mildly impaired, this product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
At Garber Auto Mall, we can wiggle it. Best price, we can wiggle it. Best trade value, we can wiggle it. Best payment, we can wiggle it. Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. With 8 American brands, we can wiggle it. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or online at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Are you tired of having a plain and boring backyard? Really want to impress your family and friends this year? Then stop by Stone Core on Phillips Highway. Imagine hosting guests at your new outdoor kitchen, relaxing by your custom-built fireplace under a brand new pergola. Stone Core can also remodel your old pool deck and beautiful new pavers. Make your backyard wishes a reality. Visit Stone Core on Phillips Highway and let's get started at stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Bolt City Heating and Air is here to keep you cool this summer. Anytime, any day, whenever you need fast, reliable air conditioning service. Their friendly technicians have fully stocked work vans, so they can get your AC done on site the same day. Rely on a family-owned Jacksonville-grown company this summer to keep your home cooling system working smarter, not harder. Experience the Bold difference. Visit BoldCityAC.com to schedule your service appointment. BoldCityAC.com.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On July 18, 1921, baseball legend Babe Ruth achieves 139 home runs to become the all-time home run leader in the MLB, taking the title from Roger Connor.
Ross, I'm thinking about changing my name.
Again? You're already the media mogul, the straw that stirs the drink, the Duke of Pablo Bay. Now what?
Refer to me as Dreamfinder's Danny Hicken.
What in the blazes? Is this a cash grab?
No, it's just that I believe so much in Dreamfinder's homes. 20 locations in Northeast Florida, official home builder of Jags and Gators. Great opportunity for first-time homeowners.
All right. Dreamfinders Danny it is.
Did I mention the lowest interest rates you can find? Visit dreamfindershomes.com. Now let Dreamfinders Danny celebrate through the majesty of song. Dreamfinders, I believe they will build your home just right.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
The coolest thing going on right now is the summer fan sale with 3 ways to save at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Browse their huge selection of high-quality fans to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness. Buy 1 fan, save 10%. Buy 2, save 15%. Buy 3 or more and save 20% off summer pricing on all fans. Visit their showroom near the avenues while inventory is still available and discover the difference that locally owned expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Let's go! It's Military Appreciation Night this Saturday, July 20th at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Join us for exciting football action and help salute and celebrate our military. As a thank you, all active and retired servicemen and women can get a special buy one, get one free ticket deal. And the first 1,000 fans will receive a free military rally towel. Ask about the new Family 4-packs. You get 4 tickets, 4 food vouchers, and a $25 Al's Pizza gift card. Purchase yours today. Call 904-621-0700 for more information. Make sure to check out our special military jersey auction and player autograph session on the field after the game. Get photos with your favorite player or dancer. Let's go! Don't miss the fun this Saturday, July 20th. For tickets, visit jacksharks.com or call 621-0700. That's 904-621-0700. Let's go!
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Bringing the players and coaches of the SEC to you. SEC Media Days. Presented by Southern Steer Butcher and Underwood Jewelers on 1010XL.
I think it gives you life. We're all striving to get in the playoffs, including the University of Arkansas. You know, when you lose a game and it's a 4-team, you know, you got a problem. Georgia last year, you know, one of the best teams in the country didn't get in the playoffs, lost 1 game.
Sammy Pittman, coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks, Pig Suey. He was slopping around in the mud and loving it, and then they just tried to barbecue him after that. So we'll find out whether Sam Pittman can hang on, but he was talking about the college football expanded playoff era. That's what we are looking at right now. That's for sure. And when we think about it, there is life for everybody, Leon and Matt. And Matt, you guys had a great conversation with Sam, but at the very least, you can sell it now. Miami can sell it in the ACC. Multiple teams in the ACC can sell this, along with multiple teams in every conference for that matter.
Well, you know, I've come around because I was a bit of an elitist when it came to the college football playoffs. Because I'm being honest with you, because I lost one season, I lost 1 game, it cost me a championship. The other season, I lost 2 games, it cost me a championship. And I just thought that it should be a privileged group that allowed to win a national championship. But I've come around because now I like to see
privileged.
Yes,
wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I tell you how I used to think, Matt Hayes. All right. I tell you, I've come around. I've evolved. All right. I've evolved now. I want more ball. Absolutely, I want more ball. The 12-team playoffs gives more teams more opportunities to win a championship. And it's not going to be easy, but I just like the fact that there'll be more teams that have an opportunity to win it.
Yeah, that's the hot topic here. It's the hot topic in the offseason in college football. It's hotter than Satan's house cat is what it is. Everybody's talking about it, man. Everybody is. It's. I think coaches are fired up because it's. I mean, Sam's point was if you lose 2 games, he didn't say this, but this is what he meant. Your team goes in the tank, man. Players are done. They're looking at, all right, what do I need to do to get my NFL stock up? Yeah. It becomes less about we and more about me. And now if you lose a 2nd game, you still got a shot.
And you can add to that because it was always that way. In other words, they start protecting themselves. They put that little Teflon uniform on instead of the other uniform and make sure they didn't get hurt.
Yes, they do. Yes.
But how about this, Matt? Now you start looking around. you start saying, I may want to go here or there.
Right. 100%. It's at that point, if this is not a 12-team playoff and it's still the 4, and you start out 3-3 and you're an elite player and you still got one more year, your following year, one more year before you get in the draft, heck yeah, you're looking. You're immediately looking. Yeah. You're looking, all right, I got one more year here. Where can I go to possibly win? And now that's changed. At the very least, like, you may not like all this college change with the paying players and the free player movement and the playoff, but at the very least, it's keeping guys in the game and keeping guys, for the most part, where they should be, unless you're just out. You know what I mean? You just want to go out. Yeah. It's good for the players, and I go back to what Graham Mertz said yesterday. And look, all these coaches have all complained that it's not like it used to be, and you don't build relationships. And Graham Mertz was sitting there, and I said this on Heels earlier. Graham Mertz was sitting there yesterday, and he said he met Ricky Pearsall first week of January. He said, we are lifelong friends now. He's known him for how long now? So this is like a year, a little over a year now. Yeah. And he said, we are lifelong friends. Yeah. And it will never change, he said. And that's kind of what I look at. I look at, we always talk about, and I mean the collective we, college football people. It's oh my God, it's going to be the end of college football. The coaches say it's unsustainable. Well, it's not the end of college football. It is sustainable. The players aren't going to have the relationships and build relationships. I mean, are you out of your mind? Of course they are. Of course they do. So I think it's more a resistance to change, Joe and Leon, than I think it is the death of the game, as everybody always says.
I totally agree. And I also think that because of the 12-team playoffs, it opens more windows in the house. Because when you had the only 4 teams, you knew the elite teams that were going to be playing year in and year out. And then maybe you'll get a TCU in here and now and there. But not with the 12-team playoffs, man. Listen, all these teams had that opportunity to play for a championship. Well, in whether in years have passed, you knew the Final Four was going to be consequential.
All right, so let's make the 10-10 take this, and then you can feed off of this, Matt and Big, because change, it is a coming, and I think it's going to be good for a lot of fan base.
Now, Joe C's 10-10 take. Slow smoked and served up by Sonny's Barbecue. Local pitmaster since '68.
I know you all will have plenty of Saturdays with some great barbecue and some great football. That's for sure, where you can enjoy Sonny's this afternoon. If you're heading home and you're a little hungry and you don't have to worry about cooking, make sure you drop on in any one of your area Sonny's. So, real quick quiz. We don't have to make it a Corona call or anything like that, but how many guys right now are walking the sidelines that have a natty? There aren't that many.
4, right?
Okay? There aren't that many. Dabo has them. No, so you have to say goodbye to Nick and Jimbo. You still have Mac out there. They haven't canned him yet, but you have Kirby, you have Dabo, you have Mac, and I don't think you have anybody else.
All right, let me think.
Because Eddie O is gone. Honestly, you start going down the line.
Yeah, that is it.
But we'll finish up the quiz on that in just one second. But the point is that, to Matt's point a minute ago, you basically knew when the season started 3/4 of who was going to play for the college football championship. Can we agree on that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It seemed like at a minimum you were going to get, if you name 4 college football playoff teams, you were going to bat 500, and you usually would bat 750. You get 3 of the 4, one surprise, a TCU, a Washington, or a Texas last year. Whatever it might be. But
right.
Now the possibility exists that you might have a few more step up, get hot at the right time, take big swings late, and ultimately get to crown themselves national champions. That's the 10-10 take, because, Matt, there aren't enough good head football coaches that are roaming sidelines that have had national championship, because Jim Harbaugh left after he won a natty. Now he's in the National Football League.
I was thinking Harbaugh. Yeah, he's gone, Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I also think, and I don't think this gets played up enough either, is there's more games now to win a championship. Yeah. You've got to have more playoff games. So there's the intensity of those games, the pressure of those games, the fact that you could have somebody hurt prior, right, that doesn't play in the next game. All those factors come into play right now each week. And you've got 2 more huge steps to get to that national championship game. So that's why for some of the teams, for the 4 that get the first buys, they don't. But you still have those extra steps to get there now. That's why I think it's you have more. There's more opportunity. The best way to say this is there's more opportunity to screw it up. That's the best way to say it.
Yeah, man. I was just going to say that. I mean, this playoffs has given these coaches a new lifeline because they can be in one conference sitting at 8-5 or 8-4, and they play a team that's 11-1, and they upset them. Next thing you know, they're a top seed. You know, so I mean, those kind of things get factored in as well to keep their contract or keep them on the staff longer.
Plus, I mean, honestly, we haven't hit this yet because this is all new to us, so we don't really know this. This is all flipping new. Let's just say, if LSU gets in the playoff last year, they had a 12-teamer. Does anybody want to play that offense? Seriously?
Yeah.
And it does. Who knows? Who knows if the LSU defense doesn't suddenly get hot or suddenly at least play a good game? Mm-hmm. Who wants to play that offense, man? Yeah. So I think that's kind of where we're at. Is if you get a hot team, you get hot late, and you win your conference, and then you win your conference championship game, so you're in, no matter what your 9-3 record says, and you're hot. I mean, who wants to play a team like that that's hot? Yeah. So I think there's more. We've expanded the opportunity, the horizon of what could be, which is great. Whenever you expand what could be, what's better than that?
Oh, it's beautiful. It opens, like Leon said, more windows in the house are open, which I love that. That feeling that there's more opportunities for people to sit around and enjoy a full season instead of thinking it's dead and gone. Now, you mentioned hot. Some of our fans are talking about how hot throwback jerseys were. I want to hit on a couple of them real quick, but
that just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC, the official air conditioning partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We have movement. We have movement within the NBA. Russell Westbrook on the move. The Clippers are sending Russell Westbrook a second-round pick and cash to the Utah Jazz in a sign-and-trade agreement for Chris Dunn. This is the second time that Russell Westbrook has been traded to the Jazz, as in many years. He was done before by the Los Angeles Lakers a few years ago. But Westbrook is not staying there yet again. He is expected to agree on a contract buyout with the Jazz, clearing the way for him to eventually join the Denver Nuggets.
Okay. He'll be in like 6 or 7 different zip codes, all in the Western Conference, which is just crazy. All right, real quick off the text line, as far as the throwback jerseys are concerned, one said, just picked up a throwback ETN jersey at the Mecca this afternoon from a Founder season ticket holder. I love that. Another one shot us a picture of an ETN, number 1, in that beautiful teal. And if we don't figure out how cool teal is with these throwback jerseys, we're never going to figure it out. It's the only unique color that this football team has that no one else has. Ride the wave. Anyway, I love the ones that are shooting us text saying that they went and bought jerseys this morning. Definitely let us know. So here's one real quick, sirs.
Yeah.
Let's see here. He asked what size jersey does Leon wear, because he said T-Brack gave him one of his Prowler jerseys, a Reebok jersey back in the day, size 60.
Size 60?
60. Can you remember what the size yours?
Well, because I was a lineman, I didn't want people grabbing on me, so my shirt was probably 2 sizes smaller to fit over the pads. And I had it at the house. Yeah. I initially was going to wear it in the studio, but it was not a good look, fellas.
Oh, it was not?
No.
All right, well, listen, you got to bring it in tomorrow.
I'll bring it in tomorrow, but I tried it on. It didn't look well.
I'm going to grab this one real quick. You guys can go to the YouTube, the MyBookie Digital Studios. Mm-hmm. You can go to YouTube, and I'm just going to hang it over this one chair because this one I had sitting in the Fantasy Sports Lounge, and I had to bring it. I've already got like a big Baselli Hall of Famer up above my...
That's nice. Where's mine?
I want you. All right, here you go. Hang on. Where's this?
Okay, that's Brew. That's Lefty. Yeah, that's a nice one. Signed too. All right.
Put that there, at least for today, the throwback jersey. Maddie, you can probably see it on the YouTube feed as well, right?
That's a sweet jersey.
It is sweet. It is.
It's a sweet Mark Brunell. But if I put that one up, I am gonna have to get a Searcy jersey.
Okay, that's fine.
But let me just tell you something. Teal.
Let me tell you something. Let me cut you off. Let me tell you something about the Jaguars are rolling. Let's say the Jaguars are rolling. Let's say they're 4-0 come week 5.
Yeah.
and they just annihilate the Colts, I wouldn't be surprised if they just stick with the throwback for the rest of the season.
I would stay.
All right, hang on a second. Hang on 1 second. You realize that you're saying right there they're going to be 5-0 to start the season. You realize that, right?
Well, listen,
like
I'm only speaking from experience because I've started 5-0.
It's July Joe.
It is July Joe. He's all over me, bro.
It's perfect, and it'll be September Searcy when he's correct. It is XL Primetime. We keep it rolling as we head across the pond.
Cruising with XL Primetime in the First Coast Honda Dealer Studios on 1010XL. Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser.
Do you know how hard it is to find a decent man in this town?
We're men. The Drill.
We are men.
Weekday mornings on 1010XL.
We are men.
Jacksonville Sports Radio. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL. This Open Championship update on 1010XL is brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 152nd British Open Championship, sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Less dollars, more sense. The fourth and final major of the year, the Open, is at Royal Troon for the 10th time, and we have a new name at the top of the leaderboard. Daniel Brown, with a birdie at 11, shares the lead. The Englishman has never played a major before. Now he's at 4 under with birdies on his last 2. He got here through 36-hole final qualifying. He's ranked 272nd in the world. He's joined at -4 by Shane Lowry, who hasn't made a bogey today. Rory McIlroy shot 78, his highest in a major since a 79 in the 2019 Open. Tiger Woods needs to get up and down at the 18th to also shoot 78. 16 players currently are under par. With this report on the British Open, I'm Whit Watson, Westwood One Sports.
Life hack number 7. Get an iPhone 12 on Straight Talk.
Life hack.
Here's how it works. You walk into Walmart, go to the electronics section, ask for iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system, and select the new Silver Unlimited plan. They'll smile because it's a good plan. You get real unlimited data all for just $20 a month for the whole first year. Get it at Walmart or StraightTalk.com. Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Taxes and fees apply. Requires activation of iPhone 12 and a new Silver Unlimited plan or higher end auto pay enrollment. $25 a month service credit applied for up to 12 months if eligibility requirements are met. For network management practices, visit StraightTalk.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Honda, we appreciate all the comparisons to other vehicles. And no matter how many times they compare their vehicles to a Honda, only a Honda is a Honda. Remember, value, quality, safety, there is no substitute. Visit your local Honda dealer now and experience the difference.
Hey, it's Mike Dempsey, and you know how I feel about Pella Windows and Doors. Great design, strongest warranties, and the highest quality product. I even chose Pella Windows for my own home. And whether you're a homeowner replacing windows or building a new home or a trade professional working with clients, I know the design experts at Pella will help your project run smoothly and look great. Visit PellaJacks.com or the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway. That's Pella Windows and Doors.
This is Hayes Carline for SkyLife Elite. Are you tired of canceled flights, unruly passengers, and layovers? Call my friends at SkyLife Elite. Consider using private charter flights for your next adventure. Yes, you can afford it. Make your own schedule. Fly direct. Drive your car to Craig Airport and get directly on the plane. SkyLife Elite can make that happen. Call 490-9332. Go to flyskylife.com and find them on social media. Fly SkyLife Elite, North Florida's premier private air charter.
Attention skilled electricians, are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
there.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Okay, if you're sleeping on the hot summer styles and great prices at Kohl's, you're missing out. I just shopped there and scored stylish shirts for my husband, along with some cute crochet dresses for myself. Plus, I saved 30% with my Kohl's card. But even if you don't have one, you can still save an extra 20% on some other great finds and earn Kohl's cash. So what are you waiting for? Take your summer style from hot to sizzling and get to Kohl's. Select styles, 20% off GPO, valid through July 21st. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Hey folks, Curtis Dvorak here. Are you a golfer, pickleball player, or a concert lover? Well, if you said yes to any of those, join me for the first ever Patriot Games on Saturday, September 21st at the Yards in Ponte Vedra. All proceeds benefit Operation New Uniform, which is a transition training program for service members, veterans, and military spouses. For more information, visit onuvets.org. That's onuvets.org. Hope to see you there.
Mia here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action, all from the comfort of your own home. The live casino is so easy to use. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find live dealers ready to deal or spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience when the action's in the palm of your hands and you don't even need to wear pants. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL. A revamped loyalty program ensures a host of exclusive VIP perks. Sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win, only with MyBookie.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and summer is here on the First Coast. You know, long days, short sleeves, and soaring temperatures that can do a number on your AC. If you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. Hope is not a plan, so do what I did and plan ahead with an expert AC tune-up from Fenwick Home Services to avoid those costly summer breakdowns. Fenwick has you covered with same-day service, including maintenance plans, free same-day estimates, and guaranteed repairs. Book your expert tune-up today and avoid costly breakdowns tomorrow. Plan ahead instead of hoping for the best. Online at FenwickHomeservices.com. That's FenwickHomeservices.com.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Prime Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prime Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Prime Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 904-902-8222. 904-902-8222. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 904-902-8222.
RJ Saunders here, sports lovers. I recently took a tip from Frank Frangie when I needed to send flowers to my mother. Frank told me that Kuhn Flowers is the only florist he ever uses. So that's what I do now. I use Kuhn Flowers. Find them online at kuhnflowers.com.
This is Molly McDonald with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update, brought to you by PrimesMen'sMedical.com. With SEC Media Days in full swing, head coach of the Florida Gators, Billy Napier, met with 1010XL's Frank Frangie and Matt Hayes to discuss Gators quarterback Graham Mertz and his confidence going into the season.
The guy started in January in a completely different place. He had the respect of his teammates, the staff, the way he's engaged and treated people throughout the organization. Yeah, he sets the standard. And I think ultimately it's his team, and he's done a great job leading. His energy, his self-discipline, his attention to detail. The way he competed last year, the toughness, the grittiness, the way that he prepared as a player, and his ownership of the offense and the way he communicated. He's in a good place right now.
Keep up with the coverage of SEC Media Days with 1010XL. It's 92 degrees at 3 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Gators, Bulldogs, and every SEC team. It's SEC Media Days. Presented by Window World of Northeast Florida and Kanaya Water Jacksonville on 1010XL.
I think that there might be doubts outside of it. There's no doubt inside that building. And that's I can say that with full confidence. I mean, we got a group that went through a lot of hard stuff together and doesn't want to feel that again.
Right.
And will not leave any stone unturned to make sure that doesn't happen.
That's Graham Mertz, the guy that's going to lead the way for the orange and blue, the Florida Gators, particularly AUG 31, that game against Miami, the in-state rival. They don't see each other often enough. But Graham Mertz saying that there is no doubt inside that building. Welcome into the 3 o'clock hour. It's XL Primetime. Matt is in Dallas. We're going to hear from him coming up in just a bit. Joe C., Leon Searcy hanging out here in the beautiful, palatial 1010XL studios. You can go to the MyBookie Digital Studios and check out both streams. We're streaming from here in Duval and also streaming from Dallas as we have plenty coming out from there. And you can keep an eye on all the social channels because they are kicking out great content of everything that's happening there, because this is the biggest that the SEC has ever had. They've never had 16 schools, and they welcomed Oklahoma and Texas in this go-around, Leon. And as we opened up the week, they had the least amount of change. When you think about all the other conferences, the Pac-12 just was obliterated. It blew up. It dissolved. It met the San Andreas fault. It fell into the ocean and it's gone. The Big Ten invited UCLA and USC and then decided to poach Washington and Oregon. So they're bringing 4 in. And then the Big 12 says, we'll take whatever's left from the Pac-12. And obviously they soaked up the likes of Arizona, Arizona State, Colorado, Utah, on and on and on.
I mean, just from the conversation of Commissioner Sankey, I mean, he's comfortable. I mean, they sit atop of the college football world. They've got stability. No one's trying to get out. They're not letting anybody in. This is a members-only conference right now, all right? You just heard his conversation yesterday. He's good with 16. He doesn't want to get involved in any legalities and all this other kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then they're the most popular football in college football. So he has a reason to be comfortable, and everybody's happy. They're making money. You know, they've extended the playoffs. More than likely, you'll have 4 or 5 SEC teams in the in the playoff round. So, I mean, it's all good.
Yeah, it is something else. The energy that's coming out of there. We're going to hear from Steve Sarkisian in just a little bit, because he is going to talk about the fact that Texas and Oklahoma, he's just speaking on behalf of the Longhorns, but when they walk into the SEC, they got to earn their own street cred. They got to prove that they can play week in, week out in this Southeastern Conference. So we'll hear from him coming up in just a little bit. But let's stay on this Graham Mertz and Florida v. Miami, because he said there's no doubts inside the building. Meanwhile, Billy Napier, who had the conversation with